EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Let's go now.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup.
On the set.
Second down and 8.
Let's go. Check go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Atlanta.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Pitts is the man in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Javon Baker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Go.
London brought in motion. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll look to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Baker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
They send him right out of the slot. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
They'll stick with him again. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass, right side, taken by Baker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught left side by Pitts.
Ready up.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Another run here for Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this to Baker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Whoa! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. On is Coop for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Trap 60.
Play action. Here's Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a toss play, running left. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
With this guy's athleticism, Mike, you can see why they love getting him out into open space. And the toss is one of the quickest and easiest ways to do it. And anytime his guys on the outside hit their blocks and spring them, he can get to the second level in a hurry.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. This is caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Bell is the man in motion. On play action, Daniels. That one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Out is wk3 to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Hardman now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. He'll try the right side this time. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Fires left sideline. That is complete. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here's Daniels. Got it into the hands of Mims. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Throwing is Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's caught in the end zone. They get the 2 points. It's going to allow them to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, Time to kick it back the other way. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Bell is the man in motion. Up the middle they go. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground, and that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Not much there, maybe a yard. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. He'll run, and he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run here. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stick to the ground. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Here comes 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now a give up the middle. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
London brought in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive back.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.